You're now tuned in with your boy Davon Mills to the podcast Your Success System. I got a big special guest, my big brother Mr. AJ Simmons. He's here. We got a good story. You know, we trying to dive in deep and get all the jewels and the gems out of him. It's a millionaire man right here. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yeah, man. So I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. To sum it all up, honestly, man, I help people all around the world just create six-figure cleaning companies. I teach business in general on my YouTube channel, AJ Simmons. And I just try to help people, man. As I'm building my wealth, I want to help other people build their wealth as well. So that's pretty much all of me. And we can dive in deeper wherever you want to take us. We're going to go there.
Okay. So you are Mr. CBN.
Yep.
Take us back, way back.
Okay.
Like, what is the beginning? What got you into the entrepreneurship?
Well, honestly, bro, I don't even know. I don't even know what got me into it. I just know that I'm hard-headed as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do what other people told me to do. Like, I felt like if I gotta do something, I want to do it because I wanted to do it. Like, for example, I got in trouble when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? I'm gonna give you exclusive. I'm gonna give you an exclusive.
Okay.
Because I never told this. I'm putting it in my book though, because I started writing a book too.
Okay.
So me and my homeboys, I ain't even gonna shout them out for this part, because this ain't something nobody should want to be shouted out about. But we broke into a shoe store, right? Mm-hmm. We all on top of the building, breaking through the vent system. Know what I mean? And so all of them got felonies for that. I got all because I was younger. I was 17, they was 18. They decided not to charge me, let me go. And so after that, I caught another charge, possession with intent to distribute. And that's when I had my own case. And I actually got my brother in trouble too because of that, because he wasn't even he was still playing sports back then. You know what I mean? But they swore they found something on him. And really, we both know that he won't touch anything. So either A, it was because we shared clothes. So either A, I left something in those pants that they found it on, or B, they planted on him after they got it off of me. So they gave him a possession charge. They gave me an intent to distribute charge, which is a felony. They gave me time, and when we went to court, I was still 17, luckily. And they gave me I think it was like a year and some change in jail. But it was on paper. They said they'll suspend it as long as I could finish X amount of hours of community service. So I go to community service, but I didn't finish the hours that they said, and I knew court was coming, so I hurried up and enrolled in the military. You know what I mean? And went in the military, and once court date came, my mom, my attorney, I was gonna say lawyer, but we had a public defender. Can't nobody afford no lawyer. You know what I mean? I was selling, but I won't sell them like that. Not at that time. You know what I mean? So I got off though by going in the military. Went in the military, went AWOL, because I realized in that moment, see, in the military, when they say snap, you gotta jump.
You gotta go.
And even in going through that, in addition to school, in addition to the little jobs I had before while I was in school, I learned very quickly, like, I don't want to do nothing nobody tell me to do. Especially if it don't make sense. Like, if you tell me to do something and it makes sense, then I'll do it. But if it don't make, man, fuck. Let me forget this thing. You know what I mean? At very early on, I knew that, number one, I won't go into college because I couldn't even make it through high school. You know what I mean? I won't even go into that. So I knew I wasn't going to college. And then when I went in the military, it was like, I don't even want to listen to y'all. So I ain't trying to have no job. I got to listen to nobody. So that's when I knew I got to start me some type of business. You know what I mean? And so I just so happened to work for a guy named Pops who had a cleaning company. And when I asked him, I said, hold up, how you get it? Because he printed us checks and he looking good like he's a black man. I'm like, dang, ain't no black people could have businesses and have checks and, you know what I mean, paid, right? So me, Monte, my boy Tonio, we all working for Pops. And he made us a check. And I'm like, dang, I asked Pops, said, what you got to do to do a business like this? And he was like, you just do it. And I said, you don't got to have like no degree or nothing. He was like, no, you don't need no degree.
You were the only one to ask that question.
I was the one to ask that question. You know what I mean? And like, Monte, shout out Monte, because he the one put us all on to Pops. Okay. But he did, Pops was trying to make Monte into the next him. But I was the one that really wanted to know how. Right. You know what I mean? I asked. And I wasn't even that close to Pops. You know what I mean?
So were y'all cleaning commercial or
commercial?
house?
We going building to building, nonstop.
Okay.
So I was commercial from day one. I never really started. Residential was something I tried like afterwards, but that wasn't my thing. It was straight business from day one.
Okay.
So that's what really got me into was the fact that number one, I was rebellious in school. I'm rebellious in military, and then Pops being exposed to another black man having his own business let me know, damn, I can do it too.
So what did he say to you when you
Well, that's what he said. He was just like, no, you don't have to have no degree. You know what I mean? You just do it. You just get your money up and invest it and do it. So I knew, and by the way, so when I went in the military, they were giving out enlistment bonuses. So I knew, I already had my plan when I went in. I said, bet, I'm going to take this bonus and I'm going to start this cleaning company. Fun fact, I didn't start the cleaning company with a bonus. And I think I might have said it before that I did, but when I thought about it, I actually didn't. I spent that money on me and my wife's first apartment. You know what I mean? With your sister and my boy Wade. They was our roommates there for a little while too. Right. But I spent that money on getting us an apartment. We had a flat screen back then. If you had a flat screen, you were the man. They only had that on crib. You know what I mean? So I spent my money on flat screen, first rent deposit, that. And what happened was, how I ended up really getting the money was, I enrolled my cousin Julius. Shout out to Julius. I enrolled him into the military. Well, I ain't enrolled him. I referred him to my recruiter. And the recruiter used to pay me a bonus if I sent him somebody.
And how long did you do in the military?
About 4 years.
Oh, okay.
So I was supposed to do 6 years. You know what I mean? And this was Army National Guard. So it wasn't like I was like in the military. This is part-time.
Gotcha.
You go through basic training. Then once you're done, you go your ass back home.
Oh,
and then you come once a month. Right. It's exactly just like the reserve, except for it's called National Guard instead of reserve.
Oh,
same thing though.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So I was a National
That was
Guard.
pretty sweet then.
It was, well, I guess. Yeah. But
it wasn't
to me, it wasn't, because number one, I was only getting $200 a month from them. Yeah, because I only go once a month.
Oh,
so you get paid for that one little weekend. You go for the month. You get your $200, and then guess what? When it's time, if they have any type of deployment that comes up, the first people that got to go is the National Guard, and that didn't make sense to me. And I just told you how I feel about things that don't make sense to me.
Right.
It's like, why aren't y'all sending us? We train once a month. The active duty Army people work in it every day. Why you ain't sending them? So they tried to send me to Afghanistan. I said, fuck y'all, and I went AWOL. So that's how I got out. So I was supposed to do 6 years, but I only did 4 years. So that's why I'm not considered. I'm not a veteran or anything, because I went AWOL and got out.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And they always told me, if you go AWOL, you're gonna get a dishonorable discharge. You won't get to get a job. You won't be able to do none of that. But it's like, no, I don't care.
Right.
I'm not doing something that I don't believe in.
Right. You
gonna send me over to this other country to kill kids, grown up, whoever, just because you told me to? I don't even know them. You know what I mean? But it was like, but for just because President Bush told us to. Man, if y'all don't get the fuck from around with that. But that was my mentality. You know what I mean? So it was just like, no, I ain't messing with that. When they tried to send me over there, I was done with that. So, and they actually came back and got their enlistment bonus back from me too, through taxes. So for years, I didn't even get a tax return. You know what I mean?
So what rolled you over to the cleaning after the going AWOL?
Well, I would, by that time, like I said, I already wanted to do it because the Pop showed me the way. Then I helped my cousin get in there, which helped me get another bonus from my recruiter guy. I used that money, bought my first. I started with cleaning franchises before I went independent. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And I recommend everybody go independent. Don't get no cleaning franchise. But that's the way I started, because that's what Pops had. You know what I mean? So you only know what you know. You know what I mean?
So how long did you do as a franchise?
So I did it for about 3 years the first time. Messed it up.
How did you mess it up?
I couldn't clean worth shit.
Really?
I was a horrible cleaner, dog. And you know, I was rapping at that time too, like seriously. So I'm signed to this little local label, and I had shows to do. So I'm trying to rush out the building and get to my show at night. Horrible. So I'm sweeping dirt all under the rug trying to get to the show. Know what I mean? Just losing contracts left and right because of poor cleaning service.
Dang.
And so a lot of people, they get these cleaning franchises, they get mad at cleaning franchise because, oh, I'm losing contracts, y'all taking them from me. But in reality, you lost it probably because you just suck at cleaning.
Right.
And I understood that. So that was the first time. That was from like 19 to 22 years old. Then I got other business in between, but I'm just trying to speed it up and stay on point because I had 2 barbershops too. But I got another cleaning company later on. I was probably about 25, I want to say. 25, 26. You know what I mean? And I got with this other franchise company because I knew that the first time I fucked up because I won't focus. This time I went back in, tore it up. You know what I mean? Went franchise owner of the year within my first year. I wrote a book on it, how to buy a cleaning franchise, how to sell in it, blah, blah, blah. Right? Yep. What else I did? Then I had a YouTube channel speaking on, because also too, from day one, I always wanted to just teach people and help people and show people how to get out of poverty.
Right. You pretty big on that.
No, I mean, that was all I wanted to do from the beginning. And I just felt like if I could just find a way and tell everybody, we all would be good. You know what I mean? And so I started speaking on YouTube as well. And that was just kind of my journey into.
And when did you start on YouTube?
2014.
Yeah, that's really good little
Yeah, 2014. I've been on there for a long time.
Yeah.
And from the bottom, I ain't had no hands up. I ain't know nobody that was up there. Not one person. You know, and I know a lot of people now. I ain't gonna name no names, but I know a lot of people now that's trying to get started, and they think that I'm supposed to share every time that they post.
Oh.
And it's like, I can, but I promise you that ain't gonna help you.
Right.
You gotta learn how to get out the mud.
Right.
Just like I did. Ain't nobody share my shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I built this by posting every single day, no matter what. Even if I'm having a horrible day, I lost contracts. Me and my wife get into an argument. She want my wife then, you know what I mean? But we into it. You know what I mean? Lights might have got cut off. Man, we struggled so much you wouldn't even believe it. But no matter what, I'm going to post this video, though.
Right.
Won't making no money for real off of YouTube back then. I mean, $100 a month is that. But it was just, I knew that no matter what, by me continuing to post, I'm helping somebody else.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So and not to mention, let's be clear, nothing about the money. So I also knew that if I just keep posting, one of these goddamn videos gonna hit, and I'm gonna finally get some money from this video.
Right.
Now I mean, so I'm trying to plant these seeds as well. You know what I mean?
So this is Your Success System podcast, right?
Yeah.
So what could you give? What kind of information could you give for a person that's just like starting off? Like if they want to get into like the cleaning industry, like what is the first steps?
The very first step, if I could be honest with you, is go to YouTube. Type in how to start a cleaning business. My video probably gonna be the one that pop up. You should watch that one. If I'm honest, because it's true. But even if mine don't pop up, just watch a video on how to do it. And then guess what the next step is? Go do it.
Right.
Go fucking do what the video says to do. Like most people don't take no action, dog. And see, back in my day, like I got enough age on me now. I can say back in my day, right? But look, back in my day, it wasn't on Instagram.
Right.
When I got started in business, it wasn't on Instagram. I was 19.
MySpace.
Yeah, just MySpace only. And even on MySpace, I had a suit on in my profile picture because I was serious about business.
Yeah, you was ready.
You know what I mean? And so, but I had WikiHow. That's what I looked for, and I had to read the steps. You know what I mean? It wasn't on YouTube. If it was, I didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? And so, but I had to read. But now, literally, you can go on YouTube, type in how to start a cleaning company. Listen to maybe 3 videos. Pick 3 videos that make the most sense. Do what they say, and that's it. That's really it, honestly. Now, if you want to find a coach, you can go to cleanbusinessnetwork.com, you know what I mean? And I can coach you. Or you can find some other coach. That can help you. But do you have to have a coach? Hell no. I didn't have no coach. I got my ass out there and figured it out. Now, on the way where you meet people, hell yeah, you're going to meet people. You know what I mean? On the way, I met a lady by the name of Miss Radonna Grace, who helped me out a lot. She taught me how to subcontract and all of that. She also was in the real estate. She taught me how to do that. She also owned the building where my first barbershop was, and I was able to negotiate that deal because I knew her. But that's people you meet on the way. The first thing you do is look up how to do it and just go do it. And when you start to doing, that's when you can find the mentors and the people and all of that. You know what I mean?
Got you. Okay, so you say they need to do some research first, basically.
Yep.
From doing the research, go and try it.
Yeah.
Go and figure it out. Go talking to people.
Yep.
So how would you recommend a person like going to get their first client?
Literally get out there and first off, print some flyers up. I mean, you know about this because you did the same thing for your company. That's exactly what I did. So print flyers up, go door to door, pass them out. I understand we in a pandemic. Days a little bit different from when we started, right? So if you don't feel comfortable going door to door with it, hop on the phone with it, cold call. I own a lead generation service right now that sets appointments for cleaning companies, right? And so, but how do we get the appointments for cleaning companies? We cold call all day long. So if you can't go to the door, then get on the phone. If you can't get on the phone, guess what? Email. Look up all the type of companies that you want to, clean for. Go on their website, find somebody email or something, and reach out to them. Hey, we provide cleaning services in your area. Blah blah blah. Would you happen to know who's in? Could you, or better yet, would you ain't even know? Would you happen to know? Can you put me, connect me with the person who's in charge of hiring a cleaning company for you guys? Get it past the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper don't want to deal with you anyway. So if you just be direct with them, look, can you just tell me who in charge of this shit?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they'll plug you in, and then when you get to them, now you want to get a walkthrough schedule. What's a walkthrough? A walkthrough is when you meet with a potential customer. They show you around the building that you want to clean. Then you leave, you go home, and now you got to do an estimate, right? Which, by the way, I have a bidding calculator, mobile app that I created myself. Black man. You know what I mean? I'm proud of that shit. Look, real shit. I made that shit myself, and I don't know how to code. Right. But you just gotta, do that shit. But anyway, so you put your goddamn your price together, and see, I'm talking. I'm sorry, I added my cuss word.
Yeah. No, you good.
Okay, but you put your price together. On the calculator, whatever. Then you put your proposal together. What is a proposal? Proposal is when you basically put like a little pamphlet. My shit 4 pages. Ain't gotta be fancy. You know what I mean? Actually, it is kind of fancy, but it ain't gotta be like a legal document. You know what I mean? Too much where a motherfucker ain't gonna read all them pages. Cover sheet, scope of work, pricing page, service agreement. That service agreement right there. Sign that bitch if you want to move forward. You know what I mean? Sign it. If you want to move forward, sign that. If you don't, we're going to follow up with you next month.
Okay.
The month after that. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, if they sign it, y'all in business. You send them the invoice on the 1st. You start service on the 1st. They're going to pay your ass by the 10th or the 5th or whatever your next services agreement is. And that's up to y'all. That's stuff you'll learn as you get in the business. But,
gotcha.
You know what I mean? Gotcha. But and you get paid. And that's the end of it. You got a customer.
Okay. So, the cold calling, could you talk about that, what would you provide for like a person? Let's say they come in and get your service. They like, oh, well, I'm starting a cleaning company.
Right. Can you help me get a customer?
Yeah, could you help me get a customer?
So we have a lead generation service, right? And so, like I said, we cold call the way we get our leads. And so what will happen is you come on my website, you fill out your application, tell us where you located, where you provide cleaning services at, right? At that point, we hand it over to our sales team, and they'll start calling businesses in your area one by one. We got a database of all the businesses in America. You know what I mean? And so we will literally call business by business, one by one, until somebody say, oh yeah, you come by and provide us with a free quote for cleaning service. You know what I mean? Then we schedule an appointment for you, email that appointment over to you, you show up and you got to close the deal. You know what I mean? So it just gives people a head start to skip the going door to door to flyer, to skip the calling 1,000 businesses. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yep. That get hectic. And everybody's not the face-to-face person, so they need, they're going to need that.
Right.
That's a great service.
Appreciate that.
Service. So tell us, what is AJ? And I know you don't want to say it too much. But look, I am a student of you.
Yeah.
So. And I know we in different fields, but regardless, you can learn from all entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
You are the millionaire man. Like literally, you looking at a millionaire. You know, he probably wouldn't say it, but I'm gonna tell you, this is a millionaire man.
Right.
What is AJ Simmons doing right now?
Yeah.
Like what do you see looking forward? Like what do you want to do? Like, tell us like.
So honestly, number one is to keep building my main company, Clean Biz Network, and keep building my other company, Calculated Clean. So Clean Biz Network is what got me here, and Calculated Clean is what's going to take me to that next level, which is my mobile app. You know what I mean? So if you look up on any app store, you look up Calculated Clean, and you'll see the mobile app there. So I want to build that like next level. You know what I mean?
So Calculated Clean is what? Is that something that you need the square footage and help you bid on?
Yeah, help you get your pricing right.
Wow.
It's a proposal generator. You got the service agreement in there.
Wow.
It's a walkthrough feature. So if like when you do your walkthrough, you take your measurements, you got to note that somewhere. So we got a walkthrough tool in there. You can take pictures with it of the building, everything. You know what I mean? Then we got an inspection feature in there. We just added an invoice feature in there too, so create your invoice in there. You know what I mean? So
wow.
And so I want to build those two businesses because that's my bread and butter. That's where most of my net worth is at, is in those businesses, right? Then I have rental properties. I got a couple up my sleeve. You know what I mean? And I want to keep invested in that.
Got you.
But I want to build the businesses up first so I can invest bigger into the real estate. You know what I mean? And then what else we got? I feel like
could you say like basically talk a little bit about like the consultant if people need somebody?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not big on consulting, like one-on-one consulting. I do it. I finally do offer it because it was begged of me.
Okay.
But honestly, the majority of my stuff is a coaching program.
Gotcha.
They buy into either, hey, I got starter kits for sale. It was like, we'll ship the equipment to you. We provide you with a course with a full curriculum that you can follow. Now, I mean, online, self-paced, learn at your own speed. And then there's a Facebook group to go with it, so you can network with the other people who bought in before you. And we got like probably about 800 members right now. You know what I mean? Everybody help each other. You know what I mean? And so you can ask them. And then inside of that group, I do a weekly coaching call. Every Wednesday, 5 o'clock Eastern time. You know what I mean? And I just hop up there, Zoom, ask me whatever you want. You know what I mean? And I make sure nobody's left behind. If you really serious and you want help, you know what I mean? And I'm just helping them out nonstop. You know what I mean? So that's really like my main thing. But I do offer one-on-one consulting. But I honestly tell people it's kind of dumb to even get that. Just get the program. That way you can speak to me every week. That way you got the curriculum course. That way I'm shipping you the real equipment, not no shit you found at the dollar store. Know what I mean? Some shit I got from my real commercial suppliers. Know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So that's pretty much how they can find the consultant.
Okay. So could you tell the person how they could find you? Could you tell us the platforms, all platforms?
So all social media is at AJ Simmons online. YouTube, AJ Simmons, I should come right up. And then as far as just if you're interested in anything cleaning companies, www.cleanbiznetwork.com. But otherwise, just look me up. AJ Simmons, I'm here to help. And I appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you. Hey, hey, look, this is straight gems right here. You talking to $1 million man. You're listening to $1 million man. So anything about cleaning, look up AJ Simmons. That's Clean Biz Network.